You know, at some point in life, you've been around for a period of time. You get to a point you start realizing nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. It is so many different subjects that we can cover when it come down to things you ain't got time for. And so we're just gonna pick them one at a time. Today, we're gonna cover worry. Worry. Ain't nobody got time for that. The constant things that bother us, send us into tailspins, have us sometimes physically ill, worrying so much, and it's an interesting thing when you think about it in the sense of, we have religion, we have spirituality, we believe in a higher power, and I talk a lot about God. I'm big on this God thing, riding this God thing out, and if that's the case, ain't nobody got time for that worry thing. Nobody got time for it. It's so many things come up in life. So many things come up in life, and we worry. We stress. We going through this, going through that. When if we really believe it's going to work itself out, doesn't it? Ain't that what it always happens? It always works itself out. Time always does what it does. Situations do what it do. Or we get blessed. We get blessed. That higher power steps in and solves the equation. But look at all the damage that comes from worrying. How many times, internally we have suffered. People have died from worrying. Worrying, that stress, what it does to one, you know what I mean? Nobody got time for that. It has gotten to a point right now with me where I ain't got time for that. And I just started to look at a lot of things that's been on this earth, been in this world, been in our society, since the beginning. And at what point do it get to a point you say, you know what? I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. Because if we're going to constantly go in the same circles, the same cycles, the same things that brings us down and puts our spirits down and makes us feel some type of way, what good can come of that? We need positive spirits. We need great things happening. We need good things going on. And, there are times I'll say, I need some God in my life. I need some God. We need some God in this right now. You know what I mean? I'll break out in a prayer, you know what I mean? But it just come back down to the point that you ain't got time for that. And you have to determine for yourself what you have time for. I got time for love. I got time for success. I got time for believing. I got time for knowing that this world can and is beautiful if we let it. I got time for that. I got time for, addressing things that I know can bring me up instead of always concentrating on those things that bring me down. I ain't got time for nothing else. I ain't got time for nothing else. So this is our first installment of I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And it's about worry. So you determine if you're going to sit around and worry about this, that, and the other, and that's going to be your decision. But for me, I ain't got time for that. I do not have time for that. I'm out. Holla.